Hello everyone, hi, I'm Marius and I'm blind and I make people play video games. And today I'm here with Vincent. Hello Vincent.
Hi Marius.
Yes, and we want to play Black Hole Explorer, a game by Ian MacLarty. We have played his classic Catacombs of Solaris. I have no idea if it's a classic, I'm just saying things. And that was weird and trippy and we wanted more like that, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yes. And now it's Black Hole Explorer. So Vincent, take us away.
I'm hitting the button, but no. It's trying to rewrite the name.
Oh wow.
Here we go.
Are we in a black hole, Vincent? Is this what it's like? I always wanted to know.
Well, it's wait.
Yeah, so since I don't see, Vincent has to describe. Which, with Ian MacLarty games, these are actually the worst games to play for us, which is maybe why we like it so much.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. We are on our...
Whoa. Is this when you, like, move? You're in a ship, right? A spaceship?
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we can turn. That's the sound for turning.
With the mouse? Or with A and D?
That's A and D.
Okay.
And that is W and S.
So it's thrust.
Exactly. And we are basically in the middle of a light beam. And around us are other beams that go in the same direction as us.
Okay.
And we can...
How can you see the beam? If it's just light?
Well, it's different colored lights. So more like... Imagine it more like laser beams from
field.
Star Wars.
Yeah, not real physics, right? Because
exactly.
You wouldn't be able to see those unless they reflect something.
Yeah.
So you're not in like a nebula or something. Are you in an obvious space environment? Do you see stars and stuff?
No.
No, just black void? Other than the light beams?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's also... I think this game is meant to be played on a monitor with a lot less resolution than we have. So it's very pixelated, but it's fine.
Okay.
And we can...
these games are not known for their visual impressiveness.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a lie, but not in the way that you think.
Yes.
Let's keep exploring. Where can we go?
Just one more thing. When we turn, the light beams change color from green now, and then they turn purple, and they just...
Okay, Vincent, I have a question, right?
Yes.
You're stationary right now, right?
Exactly, yeah.
And you see a red light beam somewhere?
Yes.
Is it in front of you?
One is like going through us almost.
Okay.
Slightly below us, and then another one is...
okay, but there's red in the direction that you're facing, right?
Yes.
If you move backwards away from it, does it shift into blue?
Kind of.
Or towards green or something? On
it
the color spectrum, does it go away from red towards blue?
Yeah, it's certainly shifting, but it's not... I mean, it turns to blue, and then now it's green.
Right. And when you go towards it, does it get redder?
No, we go alongside it.
Yeah, okay. Can you, like, turn so it's in front of you? So we can do this experiment where you go towards it or away from it?
No, we don't have three-dimensional movement.
Oh, okay. You're on like a track.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, so and A and D, they just turn the viewport.
Yeah.
Like you move your helmet. Or I understand now. So you're on a track.
It's more like, imagine your helm would rotate on its own. So, like your body is rotating
your
upwards.
Body is upwards.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so confusing. So your body is stationary, is what I'm imagining, and you're rotating your head like this.
Yeah, but that's not what's happening here. That's more like your head is stationary and your body is rotating around your head. Like
that's so confusing. Another great VR game from Ian MacLarty.
Yes, exactly.
That will make you throw up instantly.
Yeah,
but
it's actually just a different axis. So it's not. Oh god, what axis is that? So imagine there's an axis going through your nose and back out of the head.
Yeah. That's called the Z-axis.
Sure, and it's rotating around that.
What you just described, if you rotate around an axis, I would be rotating like this.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, you understand axis rotation perfectly, Vincent.
Yes.
And that is what A and D do?
Yeah.
That is also called the pitch or yaw or something. I don't know. Pilots will laugh at us, but it has a name for that. There is something like that.
Yeah.
But let's.
Sure.
So thanks for describing. I know my bearings a little bit. What I was trying to get at is that this phenomenon from physics called the Doppler effect,
Yeah.
where like waves are shifted if you move towards them or away. That works with sound. It goes up and down. When an emergency car drives past you. But it also works for light, because light is waves. And
Yeah.
it shifts the color if you're really fast, and that sort of makes sense with black holes, I'm sure, because high speeds may be attained. So maybe those bars of light are there, so you can see what happens to them as you go into a black hole, right?
Yeah.
That's my guess. Cool. Now what?
Well, let's go towards the black hole.
Okay.
I guess.
How do you see it?
No.
No, you can't.
I
Because
don't
it's a
see the
black hole.
Yes, exactly.
But do the light beams converge in a point or something?
Yeah, basically exactly like they follow the same path that we do.
Yeah.
And they just surround us, and as you would expect, there's a path. The middle of the screen is where
they meet
converge. Yeah.
at the horizon. Okay, that must be the black hole. It's kind of creepy,
And
especially with the sound.
yeah, the
Sorry.
sound's pretty good, isn't it?
I wonder if the sound will also Doppler effect shift.
Huh.
But
And
it
so
makes-
far, it doesn't change at all.
No, but it also makes no sense because there's no sound in space. Because there's no air.
Right.
Is there sound
But-
in a black hole?
No, but if you were in a spaceship, you would hear the
Yeah.
sound of the engines.
That's right. You're right. Absolutely true.
Also, the beams have shifted by now to black and colorful, sort of. Like
Okay.
it's changing between having single colors, and then every now and then it just goes wild with like.
Maybe Mr. MacLarty started this out. I can make this a cool physics experiment, and then he read for 2 minutes and was like, "Oh fuck it, I'm just gonna do the color thing again. Let's just go crazy."
Yeah.
It worked in Catacombs. What's that? They were going backwards.
No, the other side. Just
Okay, right.
because every now and then one of these light beams is intersecting our face, and it's just
Okay.
that's
Has
hindering.
disturbed many testers in the VR versions of this.
I would imagine so. Yes.
Yeah.
I wonder if anything is actually changing here, because I mean the lights are changing and all that. But I feel like these light beams are just randomly generated, and
But are you going somewhere though? Do you get the
That's-
sense? You can also, I should inform you can hit P to
Oh.
enable the autopilot.
let's see what that does.
Probably just the same that you were
Nice.
doing. I mean, there is just W and S, right? I mean, what is the purpose of the autopilot? It just hits W for you.
Huh. Yeah.
I mean, it's convenient, so you don't have to keep pressing the button. So you could have a bag of chips or something. Some light refreshment.
Yeah. I mean it is. I can imagine watching this almost like a movie, because the colors are changing and the locations are changing, and
Are we in LSD toy territory yet, Vincent?
no,
Not
not
quite,
really.
okay. But it's a bit like 2001 maybe? Like when
Yes.
when at the end when he
Yes.
does that, yeah,
Mhm,
okay, you know
exactly
what I mean.
like that.
Yeah, okay.
I was also reminded, for some reason, do you remember like the media players from the 2000s
Oh
or
god.
the
yeah.
90s,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
you always had
A
these-
visualizer?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah,
visualize.
I love those.
This is sort of similar.
I
Yeah.
love downloading Winamp plugins with cool visualizers
Yeah.
and skins for Winamp. But I'm sure this
There
is
are
nothing like my Winamp
skins?
skins. Oh yes. Let me tell Quake 3, Unreal Tournament,
What? Game
Na-
skins for Winamp?
Naruto probably. I don't know. I didn't watch
Okay,
that in
yeah.
2000s, but so what's happening? Anything?
Yeah, the colors are changing constantly, and
Okay.
every now and then there's a weird shape or box, and
A
it's
box? You hide this from me? What box?
well, they just pass us every now and then.
It's just in the light. It looks like a box.
Yeah, it's not quite clear, because the thing is, it's not always necessarily light. There are also like these like black planes intersecting the light
Okay.
every now and then, and sometimes they form boxes, but it's not quite clear if it's intended to be boxes or if that's just four black planes
Yeah.
working together basically by accident. I feel like the colors and the beams have gotten wilder and wilder.
Okay.
By now.
That's a good sign, generally. Are we already in the black hole? That's what I'm wondering.
At the moment, I feel like we are getting closer. Yes.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, maybe when we started the game, we were already in a black hole, and this is just an artist's rendition. What it's like in there.
Yeah.
I would have expected something different, though. I hope we're still going there. A tutorial would have been nice in this game. I think Mr. MacLarty should really work on that.
Yes. Right, because
a little introductory mission for the controls, where you have to shoot down Cylons.
Oh yeah. Yeah, have I told you? Do we have a gun? You know the
where's
controls,
the gun
right?
turret? Yes.
Wait, where am I actually? What?
Is there a map in this game?
Oh, okay, that was weird.
Is there fast travel? Can we skip towards the black hole?
I don't think so. I think this is part of the experience.
Obligatory. Where is the game, Vincent?
Good question. No, but I mean, the visuals are changing, definitely.
Yeah,
it's as I said, wilder. There are more colors and
are there eyes?
No.
That was in Catacombs. I like the part where there was an eye.
Yeah, nothing. Okay, okay. We are getting to a point where it's
too wild.
It's getting there.
Hold on, Vincent. It's getting too wild.
Yeah.
Should I do like Star Trek? Have you ever seen those?
Oh yeah, the
clips where they use a motion stabilizer on the Star Trek bridge, shaking to it's the most funniest shit in the world.
Yeah. It's getting pretty wild. I mean,
yeah, keep describing, please.
It's just the amount of colored beams and the size of them and the width of them is ever increasing, and
that's cool.
There are more and more shapes, and the colors are. At the beginning, they were very like it was single colors basically.
Yeah. Primary colors.
Exactly, and every now and then a white streak or something like that. And now it's
a huge spectrum.
A wider spectrum, certainly.
Yeah.
And they mix, and we have a lot of intersecting beams.
This is the second game we have been trying out from this developer, and it certainly seems like someone had a lot of fun with just procedural visual generation.
Yeah.
One wonders really, as I mentioned before, why we particularly are so interested in it. But yeah, I don't know, we like a challenge.
What was that?
Something exciting. Are there enemies? Pirates, maybe? No.
Oh, okay. Two things.
Yeah.
One, I just realized apparently we can't go back to something we have seen before, because there was an artifact in one of the beams that looked somewhere between light blue cloud and like the object you imagine when you hear UFO.
A UFO.
Exactly.
Oh shit.
And I wanted to see what that was about, so I pressed S.
But it's gone.
Now all the light beams are gone, and we are so at the very beginning of the game. We are basically the intro is that we are rushing towards a phenomenon in the distance that are just a couple of green beams intersecting each other.
Okay, and that's at the very start of the game?
Yeah, and now we can look at it, basically. That is exactly what we see again. So we basically zoomed out of the black hole, sort of.
Okay.
I guess. And if we go there, yep, there are the beams again, and they just...
It goes inside.
We enter into the beams, yes.
But is it like, because I'm a little confused, which is to be expected. That's in many ways that's the point here.
Yes.
So when you hit S, do you like go back to the start, where, as you said, the light beam color variations are not so wild, and that's sort of an indicator of location, as in maybe farther from the center of the black hole? Like, does that reset, or is it still when you then go forward as wild as it was before?
It's about as wild as it was before.
Okay.
Also, so I just zoomed out again, which is apparently just was what the S key is doing. and it's instead of green lines, it's now pink lines because that's. Oh, okay.
Well, this is your interpretation with the zooming. That's probably exactly what it looks like. But I just wanted to point out that when you're around or even in a black hole, optics can be deceiving because light itself is bent by the black hole's gravity.
Yeah, well, but Marius, right here, right now, I'm just your eyes, so I'm just describing what I see.
I understand it looks like zooming out. I'm just take care to not trust your senses too much. Are you on autopilot?
No, but I can hit.
Okay. No, I mean, I have no preference. I was just wondering.
Yeah.
So, more wild color changes?
Yeah, at the moment we are pretty red with streaks of green, and then we have
sounds
pink,
like a weather report.
streaks of white.
Red with streaks of
It's
pink.
going towards purple with black, and then there's green again, and red with still pretty blue. Now
I
it's
wish Ian MacLarty
towards
would have been
green.
around when I had Winamp.
What?
And he could have made some visualizers. What?
Fuck the autopilot, really.
Why? Because you keep missing the aliens? But they only show up when you're on autopilot.
Possibly, yeah. But I'm pretty sure there was just, like, for a second there was a creature. I'm so
creature?
glad we are recording this. Yeah, because
Yeah,
what
you
I
can go back.
Yes. What I saw was a guy in a hoodie with a scream mask.
No shit!
Oh yes.
Are you kidding me?
Mhm.
Oh, that's such a dick move. That's so scary.
No, but I mean, it wasn't scary. It was just part of one of the beams, just
Oh,
going
man,
by.
that's so
basically.
cool. Yeah, I'm glad we're recording this. 'Cause I
Uh-huh.
don't think Ian anticipated this. He didn't think someone would record this shit, so you can go back and check. We're totally going to do that. But maybe, just keep driving. Weird shit comes up. I'm very
Yes.
intrigued now. This didn't happen in Catacombs.
No.
There was no scream mask guy
okay,
there.
There was the eye.
The eye, I know. We've talked a lot about the eye.
And
That sounded like it would fit in like general visual patterns. Scream mask guy is very different from just light patterns.
see, okay, now I actually managed to stop at one of these locations.
Okay.
And it's
You can just look at it now.
yeah.
Phenomenon. What is it?
It's basically the torso and the head of a person
Wow.
in like very light blue, almost white colors, and I don't know. It's stretched out, right? It's
That might be the spaghettification of the black hole.
Exactly. But it's also not quite clear. Is that supposed to be a head, or is that just my brain liking the idea of seeing faces, everything?
That's a good point. I don't think we have a way to tell. There's no interact button. Anything happen?
Yeah, I'm just trying to
get a better look.
Yeah, basically. It's hard.
Apparently, inside of black holes are faces.
Yeah.
That's what Ian MacLarty wants us to know.
And apparently we are not the first one in this black hole.
That's right, there might be other explorers.
Yes. We have to keep our eye out.
I mean, if you're in, you can't get out, right?
Huh. Yeah, I guess. That sucks. So
you only way out is forward, deeper in. There must be some kind of secret at the center.
Funny thing is, now that I try looking for shapes, I see shapes everywhere, but I don't think they're supposed to. Okay, that's just a picture of someone.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Who is it? Like just a photograph?
Yeah, it's the portrait of a woman, I think.
Oh, okay.
And she's in like yellowish color with black background, and yeah, I'm like before I was not so sure. This one I'm like 85% sure.
Is it photorealistic or is it like okay, but just a person, just a lady? Can you describe her? Without being too rude. That's a challenge, right? That's always nice to have you describe people. It's so awkward.
The challenge is she's in a obviously yellow tinted picture. She's slightly spaghettified.
She's also spaghettified.
The room is very dark, and she's also pretty far away from us.
Okay.
And she's upside down. So you know, It's a woman.
It's
That's about
complicated.
all
Yeah,
I can
I
say.
see. That's enough. But I'm getting a
even
better
that-
picture of the situation here.
Yeah, can I just... Oh, God. No, maybe...
Did you ever see Interstellar?
Yeah, I did.
They went into a black hole, and I think it was full of love and also pictures of people. So this made me think of that.
Right.
Right? I mean, he actually like looks back to his daughter or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and makes a book from a bookcase.
Yeah, can we interact with the future yet?
Well, I mean,
Or the past?
I'm really intrigued now because I want to know if there's some kind of narrative unfolding here. We just saw a woman. Are we going to see like maybe what happened to her? Why there are people here? I have some questions.
Yeah.
Also, I'm over the physics theory. I don't think this game is physically accurate, and that's okay. Whatever this is not like Stephen Hawking would not agree.
Probably not, no. It's just... it's really... Like, the longer I'm looking at the screen, the more tricks my mind is playing on me, I feel like.
That would also sort of describe Catacombs, right?
Yeah,
Catacombs of Solaris.
that's true, but I feel like in the Catacombs, like, the longer you played the game, the better you got at creating something that you wanted to create.
Taking control over the patterns.
Yeah, and here it's
you-
basically the opposite, right? The patterns take control over you.
That's a nice idea, yeah. There's also this less ways to interact here, I think.
Yeah. I wonder if there's like a rotation where you see more pictures of people. Pictures of people.
Yeah, these games, it's always a challenge, like, when have you seen it all?
Yeah.
It's not quite clear if there's more. I wish there was like a progress indicator. 87% complete. 3 out of 5 secrets found.
Uh-huh. That would be nice, yeah.
Yes. A stage scoreboard.
I was wondering for the Catacombs if there's some Easter egg somewhere in there.
The entire game feels like an Easter egg.
Yeah, exactly. But even
So it's more like, if there's an Easter egg in there, it's an actual game. If you find Pong in Catacombs, that would be the Easter egg.
that would be interesting, yes. Well, maybe we've seen them all.
Yeah. Are there any more? I was very intrigued about the woman picture. Did anything like that come up again?
I mean, every now and then I see glimpses.
Okay.
But
Of
it's,
other people or the same woman?
it's more like, imagine you at the center of the screen there's this point where everything leads to, right?
Yeah.
And every now and then I see like a glimpse of something that's created there, and then we fly towards it and it's immediately blocked by the rays of light.
Okay.
And that's often just like an eye or
Right.
another feature. And okay, we just we just flew past a giant eye. I'm pretty sure it's already gone, but nice timing there, game. Well played.
Yeah. That was my theory in Catacombs, that the game has the microphone on and it's listening to what we're saying and reacting.
You think?
No, not really. But it would be fun if a game did that.
Yeah. I mean,
I think you have to give permission.
yeah, and
game.
also the laptop is not connected to these microphones, right?
Usually these laptops have a built-in microphone.
That's true. But yeah, the also permission, probably.
Yeah. You can't have fun today. Too much security.
Yeah. But now, okay, the Windows 10 has an icon in the taskbar that tells you your microphone is being used.
Ah,
So I wonder if
that's
you know.
nice. Yeah. If you
There-
have that, you don't need permission.
Okay, for a moment there was a black and white face of a man screaming.
He did try to scare you in this one. This one is a bit scary.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. It's like someone doesn't want us to go on.
But we keep on trucking.
Yeah, for now. I wonder how long.
Yeah, I also feel like
I mean, the game is what, 2 megabytes? You can
yeah.
you can do a lot procedurally, but with its photos, eventually you can calculate when there can be no longer any
True.
new photos.
Yeah. Also, we just saw again for just a split second. There was a portrait of a woman with.
Same lady you've seen before.
No, a different woman.
Oh.
Woman with a lot more hair, mostly.
Okay.
And right now
Yeah.
we have another picture of a person.
Yeah.
I think it's a woman. Hard to tell. But imagine just like she's at the verge of being spaghettified.
Yeah.
But it's the top of her head is already getting spaghettified. So we have
Yeah.
her face pretty much as her face should be, with her eyes being a bit longer than they're supposed to
Yeah.
be, and then like 50 meters of her forehead.
Oh shit. Is she in pain, Vincent?
I don't think so.
Okay.
She's sort of smiling at us,
Right.
relaxed.
Yeah, just like let it happen. Enjoy your spaghettification.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
Really?
no point arguing with that kind of physics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, there's people in here.
Yeah.
We're like in here. It seems like a fine place to hang out. A black hole.
Yeah. I mean, people don't seem to be in pain mostly. Maybe that
No.
one guy, but
There's like light.
yeah.
Which I guess that's accurate. Maybe that's the light beams, right? They've been trapped here. They can't get out either. Light
Mhm.
cannot pass the event horizon, Vincent. Out of
True.
a black hole.
Yeah.
The gravity is
But-
too great.
But here is what I'm wondering. Can you, like, you can't get closer or further away from the, there's another person.
A cool person. Was it interesting? Can you see it?
Not really. Just a face of a person, just
Mhm.
with a lack of any specific details. I'm
Yeah, these are very generic people you're
Yes.
describing.
very much so.
Okay.
They look more like ID photos, basically.
Okay.
Um,
You were saying something.
yes, I'm wondering. You can't get closer or further away from the center of the black hole, right?
Do you mean in the game or in reality?
In reality.
Oh, well, no one knows what's happening inside a black hole, right? I mean, inside to me means past the event horizon,
Mhm.
and the entire idea behind the event horizon is that events really, I hope I'm not mistaken about this, but causality can't really reach beyond the event horizon. So it's a singularity. Mathematics breaks down. We don't know what's beyond that. So can you even talk about a center anymore?
Hmm.
I don't know. So I guess you're right. You cannot move further away or more into it. And you think the game is maybe modeling that?
Yeah, I'm just wondering. Like for some reason, I'm imagining it a little bit like a tornado.
Well, around the black hole is usually a kind of accretion disk, I think, which
Yeah.
is sort of like a tornado, but that's
Yeah,
not
I guess.
inside.
Anyway, my question is, can you move? I mean, we are meeting people here, right?
Yeah,
Um,
that's already slightly physically inaccurate.
yeah.
The gravity should be too strong. We should be spaghettified and broken down to molecules,
Yeah.
atoms.
Okay. True.
Go
But-
on.
If that wasn't the case,
Yeah.
right, there are directions that we can't influence. In what direction we move, but
Yeah.
there are other directions, right? I mean, not in a singularity though. Right, once you're in there, it's just everything.
Well,
is
it would take too much
weird.
energy to go into another direction, except further towards where more gravity is, right?
Yeah, but
and I can't say what happens.
Can you
beyond.
move perpendicular to it?
Yeah, I guess so, right? The axes are independent, but
Yeah.
you would immediately start. I guess you could start rotating around it, but then.
Yeah, like
need
giant carousel.
Man, if you know physics, please leave a comment.
Yeah, where's Stefan if you need him? God damn.
That's a physics PhD we know, who's
Yeah.
great, but he actually doesn't know astrophysics very well. I keep having these conversations with him, and he just says, I just shoot lasers in my lab. It's not his kind of physics.
Yeah, okay.
But he's a general smart guy. He could probably pontificate wildly about stuff he actually knows nothing about, just like we are doing. He could do that very well.
And he probably knows more about these things than at least I do. I would just assume so.
Yeah, probably. Me too. But I think I got out of this game what I was gonna get out of it. How do you feel?
Yeah.
We got a nice physics conversation out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Looked at some pictures. We almost got scared.
Oh, this is the first not portrait but half portrait.
Half portrait. What do you mean?
Yeah, like is it half portrait? I don't know.
Half a face.
Now it's profile shot on the side.
Maybe profile.
Yes, exactly
I
like
see.
that.
Okay.
Of a
Also-
bald person with an ear because I can't see the face.
Also spaghettified.
No, surprisingly.
Okay.
One thing I wanted to try out was I didn't look around when we moved out of the black hole, but yeah, okay, there's nothing really out there. It's just the black hole, and then we moved back into it.
Yeah. That I would like to have cleared up. What actually, what's happening here? Like, what happens when you move forward? You actually, is that the instant you move into it, and then, I don't know. What was the intention of the author?
Yeah.
You shouldn't ask that.
Yeah, maybe that is the moment you enter the event horizon.
Yeah, and then things get crazy.
Yeah, and because we have a very fantastical spaceship, we can also move out of it to get some rest.
Yeah, when
Go
we
to the
started
bathroom.
this video, have you ever seen this video where that's not about black holes, I guess, but it's a cool space simulation. It's just this short video where around you is basically black void as well, and then there's like a big three-dimensional grid, right? And then you move through that grid forwards, but you very quickly accelerate to light speed. And then the entire grid, it shows you how the grid looks when that happens, and it contracts because space contracts when you go that fast and stuff, and it also shifts in with the light and stuff. That's kind of cool, and I was sort of expecting that as you go into the black hole. So the light beams being a kind of grid and an indicator of how space is doing around you. It wasn't that at all. That's fine.
No.
This is a bit more creative.
Not at all.
Yeah.
But
So I was a bit confused.
This one is very much 2001.
Yeah. I think
2001 with more pictures.
yeah, more screaming faces.
Yeah.
Slightly more. At least one more.
Yeah. And less space children.
Oh, that's right. Well, that's space children. Yeah, space babies, right? And 2001.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's time to get out of here, I think. I've gotten what I need. Thank you, Vincent, for showing me this wonderful game. We might not be done with Ian MacLarty, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we play next?
Yeah. If you, dear viewer, want to find out, then subscribe to the channel. And you can see us play probably more Ian MacLarty games, maybe other fun games. We also play Disco Elysium currently. At the time of recording, we're at episode 80. So if you like to binge, there you have it.
No pressure though.
Yeah, you can follow us on Twitter at @makes_play. Vincent, thanks for playing. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.